Have you ever wondered if the food that you're eating affects your performance? I've never done so for 40 years. So I've written engineering exams, I've written master level exams, I've given interviews for jobs, I've attended meetings on the jobs. I've done so many important things without ever being concerned about the food that I eat before those events. However, when I joined CFAL, one thing that always bothered me was how can I increase the performance of our students? And one of the things that I looked at was food. I came across many books, and some of the two books that I really loved are the books. One is Genius Foods by Max Lugvier, and the other book is Brain Foods by Dr. Lisa Mosconi. There are a lot of recommendations from this book, and I'll make another video about it. The links to these books are mentioned below. So what are the findings from this book? One of the most important thing is, these people have found ways to hack your brain and increase your brain performance. So you should read these books. But for now, if you're giving an exam, the one thing that you have to do before the day of the examination is to make sure you eat food that doesn't make you constipated or doesn't make you bloated. So the recommended foods are green leafy vegetables. If you want to eat a non-vegetarian meal, I would say, or they are saying that you stick to non-vegetarian food, which is mainly fish, eggs, and so on. And in fish, the most recommended fish is, surprisingly, mackerel, sardines, and then salmon. Okay. On the day of the examination, you would get up, and the first thing you would do is hydrate yourself. Drink half a liter of water. You've hydrated yourself. Next thing you would do, of course, meditate and breathe. If not, you would at least try the box breathing technique that we mentioned earlier. Then on, the breakfast that you would take is the one that will give you energy throughout the examination. My parents gave me dosas and chutneys, bread and butter before the examination, without realizing that food that I eat will only give me a short burst of energy, but if I've eaten a breakfast at 7 and towards the end of my exam at 12, there is no energy left in me. So you need to eat foods that will give you energy throughout the examination, that is foods that have got a low glycemic index. What are those foods? I'm going to tell you. From these books, my recommended food, their recommended food is this, a parfait yogurt. What is parfait yogurt? It's got yogurt, it's got muesli, it's got fruits, it's got nuts. If you don't have access to a parfait yogurt, the recommended one is a khichdi, dal khichdi with nuts. If you don't have access to khichdi, the recommended one is ragi dosas with nuts chutney, that is peanut chutney. If you don't have access to ragi dosas and chutney, at least have ragi idlis with a healthy sambar. And then on, just before giving the examination, you would eat some fruits to boost up your energy level while always keeping yourself hydrated. I hope this helps. For now, cheers to you. This is my favorite breakfast.